So find that comfortable seat or recline and close your eyes. And then as you close your eyes, deepen your breath in and deepen your breath out. And hone in, if you can, on sitting up taller and widening your collarbones. And so in the quiet, in the waves of the breath, can you invite a deepening inside to connect to your well? And since it is a brief meditation, as you draw the gaze in and you soften in the places that might normally just hold, can you inside yourself make the inquiry, just for right now, may I breathe? Just for right now, may I awaken to the moment? And just for right now, may I be here? And then if you're reclined, slowly, gently come to seated. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer and start to be a little more generous with your breath. And as you're breathing here, send more energy in and more energy out. Set an intention. Let's do one audible release and one Om. Inhale. Exhale, breathing out. Inhale. Beautiful. Blink your eyes open. Come into the pose of the child. And as you're here in the pose of the child, start to walk your hands right and left, left and right and left, left and right. Stay with your breath, friends. Stay with the clarity that you're here. And mindfully and slowly just allow yourself the clarity that you have a laser-like attention. Good job. Okay. Shh. Okay, so as you come in and come out, Blue, can you move for a sec? Come on, buddy. Thanks. Rock forward and back or side to side. Rock forward and back or side to side. And in that moment that you add on, I'd love for you to start to arch curl. So I'm going to go forward and back, and then I'm going to go side to side, and then I'm going to arch curl. And I'm just taking some time to get into all the little spaces in my body that I maybe don't necessarily always feel. And then in another breath, another full round, move into Adho Mukha, into downward facing dog, okay? Another breath, another round, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. So today, when you settle in to down dog, can you re-establish the breath in and the breath out? One more round, deep full so on the inhale, hum on the exhale. Plank pose. Down dog. Good, let's do two more like that. Inhale to the plank. Exhale to the dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Walk your feet to your hands. When your feet get to the top of your mat, almost to the top of your mat, soften your knees a bit and take your hands and your elbows behind the back of your legs. And then slowly draw the chin to the chest. And I'm actually kind of bouncing my legs. I think you can probably hear it in my voice. But I'd love for you to bounce your legs or the back of your hips, feel a little more buoyant. And then pause that. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bring the hands back to the calves and fold forward and down. Then soften your knees, scoop your belly in and roll up. Scoop your belly in and roll all the way up. When you get up to stand, bring your hands back to your heart center in prayer. And just recentering with the I am, recentering with the I am. And then inhale your arms up. And exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift the chest. Right leg back as you exhale. Sit deeply into the left thigh and look forward as you inhale. Step back to down dog as you exhale. Inhale to the plank. Exhale, lower your knees, then your chest, then your chin. Point your feet, slither forward, roll your thigh bones in, lift your chest, low cobra, and then exhale, release. Let's do two more, just a classic low cobra, toenails into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, elbows narrow toward the spine. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, let go. Push back through child's pose, feet together, knees wide. And then Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. So again, the breath is in and out, and we're linking our breath to the link in our body, to the skillful action. Inhale, rise that right leg up. Take the right knee to the right elbow, exhale. And then inhale, right leg high, left heel lowers. Two more. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Keep the arms straight if possible. Rise. Right knee, right elbow. Rise. And then sweep the right foot forward. Look forward. Launch that back foot forward. Both feet top of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bow and fold. Fold and bow. Inhale, come all the way up, root the feet down, reach the arms up, pull the hands to the heart center in prayer. We'll repeat that sequence. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, you hinge at your hips. When you inhale, you lengthen. Take the left leg back on the exhale as you sit deeper into the right thigh. Look forward. Down dog. Exhale. Inhale, plank pose. For a long exhale, it's knees, chest, chin. Point feet, slide forward, lengthen. For low cobra, then draw your chin to your chest. I'm demonstrating that. And just pick up the chest and then pick up the hands and add the legs. So there's that posterior chain highlighted, lift, lift, lift. And then release. Push back through child's. Downward facing dog. Awareness in attentiveness, in distraction, out. Breathing in, I'm breathing in, breathing out, I'm breathing out. Inhale, left leg lifts, right heel yearns for that the entire time. And then you glide, left knee, left elbow, and then you rise. Left knee, left elbow, exhale, and rise. Left knee, left elbow, and lift. Big sweeping step. Gazing forward, back leg launches. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, little or big back bend this round, classic Surya Namaskar A, friends. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen. You can step or hop back, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. You make any modifications along the way that support your breath. Okay? This is true on and off the mat. You surround yourself with people that support your breath. If you find it's hard to breathe, maybe practice inhale, exhale. Bend the knees when you complete the exhale. Turn the gaze to the thumbs. Spring the feet to the hands with 1, 2, or 3 steps. And then fold. Deep bend in your knees. Utkatasana. Now, when you come into this Utkatasana, if you want your feet apart, great. If you want them together, keep them together. Descend the pelvis. Pick up the torso and still funnel the ribs down and then float the arms. So right here, surf the breath in the stillness. And then give yourself permission to sit a little deeper. Lift your toes. Inhale. Be that beautiful fountain up. And then exhale. Fold. Nice job at home. I see you. Inhale, lengthen. Step, float, or fly back through chaturanga or into down dog, right? Through chaturanga to low cobra or up dog, into downward facing dog. Together, we'll rise our right leg. Take the right knee to the left elbow, it goes across, and then up. Repeat that, across and up. You're doing a great job. Across and up. Step the right foot forward. Keep the left heel off the mat. I even move my left leg, and then let's bring our hands to our hips, pitch the torso upright. Now bump the left hip forward and sit deeper into the right thigh. And then we're gonna bend the left knee. So I know right now my stance is a little wide, so I'm gonna shorten it because both knees are bent. Yep. And then both legs will straighten. Got it? Easy enough. Both knees bend, exhale. Both knees straighten. Woo, little balance issue for me today. One more. Both knees bend, both legs straighten. Now I got to creep my right foot forward, bend the right knee, Reach the left arm up and over. My right hand is still on my right hip. When I say over, I mean over to the right. And sit a little deeper into the right thigh. Rinse through that left front hip. Inhale, come up through center. Take the left hand to the floor. Your right hand can stay on your hip or it rises. Your drishti is up toward the thumb in the air or down or to the side. And not in that order. Reach the right arm over, spin the right ribs higher, friends. Take the right hand outside the right foot. Inhale, almost straighten the right leg. Bow that chin to the chest. So I combined all these movements to really warm up the back of the right leg for the body to feel cohesive. Bend the right knee, Vinyasa. In this moment, let yourself be with your breath. Right here, right now. So you make a home of this shape. And when you make a home of this shape, then when you shift into another seat, another asana, another shape, you embrace that. Lift the left leg, please. Left knee, right elbow, exhale and rise. Left knee, right elbow and up. One more, knee to elbow and up. And then a massive step of the left foot. Right leg moves to the right lane, hands come to the hips. And again, maybe your distance is totally fine. Mine, I need to shorten, and then I sit. I squeeze the elbows for the streamlining, and then inhale, straighten both legs. I'm waking up the posterior chain. Bend both knees. Inhale, yes, I'm gathering at the belly too. Bend. One more time, straighten. Now, inch the right leg back or the left foot forward. Bend. Feel the cohesive opening through the right front of the thigh. Take the right arm up and side bend over. Squeeze the left elbow right. Sit, breathe, own this. Maybe you realize, like I just did, I need to take the foot a little more forward. I can feel myself shaking. Inhale, come up. Right hand down, floor block, water bottle, left hand hip or skyward. Squeeze those inner thighs. Smooth your breath out. Reach that left arm over, spin the ribs. Left hand outside the foot, mostly straighten, steer the outer hip back. Smooth your breath out. One of the poses, one of the shapes that I'm working to make a home in, even 27 years later, 28 years later, just sitting in this, sitting in this, sitting in this. Okay, bend that left knee, Vinyasa. Vinyasa. We always come back to thank you, body, thank you, breath, thank you, experience, and thank you, practice. Bend the knees, look to the hands, get the feet to the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bow. Deep bend in your knees. Come into Utkatasana. And then feel for the zipper of the legs, even if your feet are apart. Feel for the magnetism, okay? All right, sit a little lower. Let's bend our elbows. Yeah. Fold your right knee in. So I'm gonna do my opposite side so it mirrors you. And then straighten your arms and lower your right knee, okay? My hips try to stay level the whole time. That's the work. I bend the elbows, I just fold the left thigh in. And then I lower it as I reach up. We're gonna do 2 more on each side. When we are doing this, inhale, we are challenging our body and space, right? We are also straighten, challenging our balance. And if you're paying attention, this is a lot like walking or running. There's a moment, one more, where one foot is in the air. We're just amplifying it. So a little deeper. Now I'd like you to reach your arms back and then rise your heels. Yeah. And then I'd like you to lower your seat Lower your seat, keep your heels up, and then rise your seat. Can you do that? I think you can. Exhale, lower, and rise. One more time, make it significant. You can hear the shakes in me. Breathe. And then rise. I'm looking for those shakes. Lower the heels. Spring up. Your body. Exhale, fold. Thank you for this moment. Inhale, lift the chest. Step or you find your way through a vinyasa or into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg. Knee to the nose 3 times. Exhale. Inhale. 2 times. Exhale. Inhale. This time when the knee comes to the nose, you coil the pelvis. Step the right foot forward. Turn the left heel in. Come into warrior one. So a classic B here. Sit a little deeper. And you can keep the hands on the hips. Cactus the arms. I'm going to bring the arms ahead of me and together, and then relax the shoulders, sit. And then maybe as I pay attention to the 4th and 5th toe on the back foot. Yeah, we're back here, 4th and 5th toe, sit, breathe, swivel, more breath, in and out, in and out, hands down, vinyasa. Feel what you feel. And let yourself maybe untangle through the feeling. It's not a thinking exercise. Lift the left leg. Take the knee to the nose. Exhale. And then inhale. Knee to the nose. And up. Knee to the nose. Step left foot. Ground down from the outer seam of both feet. Lift up through the arches. Feeling the clarity that whatever expression you'll take will meet you in this moment, right here, right now. Can you meet yourself in this moment? Can you welcome yourself into the home right here in this body, this moment, this body? Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, bhujangasana or urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha. Walk your feet halfway up the length of your mat and your hands halfway back. When you meet in the middle, 2 fists in between the big toes and slide the whole palm underneath the sole of the foot. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, fold. I want to remind you in Padangustasana, we skipped Padangustasana. You're looking to length and lean forward. So if you're way back, I'm demonstrating way back, my hips just move back. Bring yourself forward, and then let the skin on the back of the neck be supple. Sometimes you have to give yourself permission, permission in that forward fold to lean. And I'll occasionally take my hands out and lean way more forward and feel that posterior chain, the back of the legs. Now, if your hands are still under your feet, release them, bring them to your shins, lift your chest, and then refold yourself and heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. You're still in the middle of the length. I just have turned towards you. And let's come into a squat, little shimmy of the hips to the right and the left. Yes, you could be seated on a block. Yes, you could wedge something under your heels. And yes, you could be higher up in your pelvis. So it's been a while since we've done that Kriya of Sat and Nam. You could do it right here, Sat and Nam, Sat and Nam. You could add some movement to this by going all the way up, Sat and Nam, halfway up, Sat and Nam. You choose Sat and Nam. We just have 6 more, Sat and Nam. Remember, you could be still, Sat and Nam. Last 4, Sat and Nam, moving, Sat, Nam, through the pelvis, Sat, Nam, last 2, Sat, Nam, last 1, Sat, Nam. My hope is that that movement inspires you to feel the spectrum of the task at hand. Walk the hands forward and the feet back and come into down dog. If you want to cycle through, please do so. If you're not feeling the cycle through, stay steady in child's pose or down dog. Bend your knees when you exhale. Turn the gaze to the thumbs. Get the feet there. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, round it up or straight up. Round. Soham Satnam Mayam. We're going to step back into this shape. I know some people are listening, like audio learners, some are visual. I'm going to walk you through what the series is going to look like, the sequence, kind of rapid, just so you can see it first. It gives you actually a moment to ground yourself. We'll stay longer, but you'll lift the right thigh. We'll push into it. You'll bend the left knee. You'll come into warrior two. We'll do some reverse, straighten, side angle, triangle, bend knee, Ardha Chandrasana. Feet will come together the way that I want them to. But now you know where you're going. Your mind knows that. Don't future think though. It's just so that you have it like in your lexicon. Oh, we're stepping back. We're obviously going to hold a little longer. So fold your left thigh in, push your hands into your thigh into your hands. We've done this many a time. Soften the right knee. Keep pulling that navel to the spine, Uddiyana Bandha. Then deepen the right knee. When you step the left leg back, Vira 2, you may need to kind of firm your feet a little wider or firm your feet a little narrower, and then extend your arms, Virabhadrasana. Look over the right shoulder, relax, sit, breathe in, breathe out, sit, in breath, out breath. One more breath in, one more breath out. Reverse the warrior. Pick up the right side body. Sit deeper into the right thigh. Spin a little, those right ribs left, just a smidge. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right forearm to thigh. Now my right leg is already cooking. Left arm straight over. Left arm can wrap. Spin. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come up through warrior two. Thank goodness, straighten the leg. Utthita Trikonasana. So I feel a gathering of my feet, even though they're not moving, and then a slide of that upper thigh bone in. And then I go down, triangle. Spin, Utthita Trikonasana. Spin, breathe, breathe, spin. Maybe take your drishti up, maybe keep it down. Maybe take your left arm over or wrap it behind and take your right arm under. Real activation in the legs. One more breath. Your right knee, look down to the right corner of the mat. If you need to use the left hand to lift, go ahead. If not, it stays in the air or on that right left hip. One more breath here. Lift. One more breath here. Take the left hand to the floor. Roll the left thigh in. And the left foot next to the right. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Root to reach. Hands, heart center. Are you ready for a classic vinyasa? I am. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift the chest. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Hear the breath in. Note the breath out. Inhale, plank pose. Onto the right hand. Could be the right forearm, could be the right knee. Hips up. Hips up. Hips up. More breath. Reach that left arm over. Put the left hand down. Yes, we're going to do the other side right now. Go ahead. Roll onto the left hand, forearm, knee, hips up. Reach up like you're lending someone your hand. Reach up. Then reach over. Pelvis forward. Reach the right arm over. Hand down. Vinyasa. Now, listen carefully. Lift your right leg. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Sit your seat. Reach your arms forward, okay? Sit your seat, reach your arms forward. Take your hands down. Take your right leg back. Take your left leg back. Down dog. Let's just do one more of these. Inhale, lift the left leg. Left foot outside, left hand. Right foot outside, right hand. Hips maybe the height of your knees, arms out in front. Hands down. Right leg back. Left leg back. Down dog. Bend the knees, look to the hands. Hop the feet to the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Straight or rolling up. I'm going to roll up just for a little different space. Hands prayer. Stay at the top of the mat. I'm just going to shift for the direction, okay? I'm just going to shift for the direction. Root and ground. Fold right thigh in. Press into the right thigh. Orient the roof of your mouth straight up. Straight up. Ooh, a little bit of a wave for me, even though the floor wasn't moving. Bend the left knee. Take the right leg back. Okay, so you can see I oriented myself, so I'm still facing y'all. Sit deep. Reach for warrior two. Now, what I love about this sequence is that the focus, is on standing for you, embodying this way of, oh yes, thank you, body. Reverse the warrior. You breathe for you. And then you turn inward for you. And then you allow yourself to breathe more. Breathe. Breathe. Inhale. Come up. Sit into the left thigh more. Utkatasana Badakanasana. Reach over. Sit. I'm going to come check on you because there are a couple of you who have your screens on. Yeah, relax the bottom shoulder. Could both of you relax? Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, because then you recruit your side body. All right, now stay quiet in your legs. Stay quiet in your legs and inhale, come up through warrior two and straighten your left leg. Okay, I just want to make sure that you all align yourself in a way that you feel the knee and the toe aligned, lifted, and then slurp that left thigh bone in. Good job, Utkatasana. So the task is to be laser-like with your attention. And sometimes it's the micro movements that actually bring your awareness and your attention. I didn't mention your attitude, but we know that's that Holy Trinity. What's my attitude? Where do I put my awareness and my attention? And then you can add on, if you want, my intention. Now the right arm could reach over, it could wrap behind, and the left arm could reach under. Spin. I started to feel myself collapsing forward on the right. I got to bring it back. And you know what the transition is, right? Softness in the left knee. I just want you to know you could also slide the left foot back. That sometimes makes it more user friendly. And then there's that lift for Ardha Chandrasana. I just kind of played with what would happen if I lifted my left hand. Some of you do that all the time. It goes to your heart. I'm feeling a little shaky today. It's consistent. So I'm just gonna ride that out. Can't deny it. Put the right hand down, split the legs little or big, doesn't matter. That's not what it's about. And then bring the feet together and roll up, or inhale, lift halfway, exhale, fold and come up straight. I'm just going to turn and face you. We're going to add rotation and do the Sat Nam twist. Remember, it could be Sat and Nam. It can be Sat and Nam. It can be Sat and Nam. However you want to do it, the idea is to disrupt the pattern of the mind and the planning. So go Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. We only have 5 more. Sat, Nam. These are rapid. Sat, Nam. Last 3. Sat, Nam. Last 2. Sat, Nam. Last 1. Sat, Nam. And down. What a blessing, yeah, to breathe in your body. Let's cycle through Vinyasa. If you're not feeling that, you can stay standing at the top of the mat because we're going to do 1 full Vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Bend the knees. Feet to hands. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. So beautiful. Turn your left foot out to the left and then slide your left heel up. And let's go into tree pose. Now, if you want to rise your arms, if you want to bend your elbows, go ahead. If you're feeling like me, I'm going to keep my hands at the heart center so I don't throw myself off, okay? So you do you. Remember that your heel could be lower. You must activate your right leg. Now you will bend a smidge of the right knee and bring the left thigh forward. And then you will play with either airplane or warrior 3 with that left leg moving back slowly, breathing. You will land the left leg about a leg's distance, move the right leg a little right, and then take your hands behind you, either hips or prayer. That's the option today, either hips or prayer. Elbows move back. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, slide left thigh forward. Gather right outer hip back, fold. Inhale, come up. That was a 3-breather. Pivot on your heels. Sweep your arms wide. Bump your pelvis forward. Fold. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, fold. How are you breathing right now? How's your breath? In, how's your breath? Out. Breathing in, I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm breathing out. Inhale, lift the chest. Walk your feet really wide. Oh yeah, I said that. Lateral. Ooh, been a while. My left knee is like, not interested. Take it a little wider. Remember though, this isn't about flopping your wishbone and letting your inner foot drop. It's about pressing through the 4th and 5th toe. There's that cue again. Lift your chest, lean forward. We have something awesome that's going to happen. I'm on my tented fingertips. We together will jump our feet together. Yeah. So you'll bend the knees. Boom. They come together. Did that happen for you? I don't know. Roll on up and walk to the top of your mat. Here we go. Turn the right foot out to the right. Slide that right heel as high up as you can take it. Bring your hands to prayer. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. If your arms are going higher, that's fine. More breath, more breath, more breath. Then the right knee comes forward, the left knee bends, wobbly, shaky, whatever it is. Start to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good job. Land the right leg back. If you need to futz with your feet, futz with them. Hands, hips, or prayer hands. Remember, it's not a long time here, but it's enough time here, yeah? Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, left outer hip, back, back. Right thigh swivels forward. Fold, fold. 2 more breaths. I'm coming to see. Yeah, those elbows rise up, whether your hands are on your hips or they're in prayer. Good job letting the back of the neck go. Really nice. Yeah, even if it throws you off, no big deal. Inhale, friends, come all the way up. Turn it so your feet are parallel. And then take your hands on your hips, squeeze your elbows. Good job. Sorry to Padottanasana. Inhale, lift chest. This time, index, middle finger, big toes. Lengthen and fold. So it's not so much about holding on or letting go. It's just about leaning in and hiking shoulders. Leaning in, hiking shoulders. And then inhale, lift chest, hands forward. You guessed it. Feet wide, feet wide, feet wide, feet wide. So we're kind of in that space where your legs look like dragonfly wings. Yeah, torso's long. Or maybe they don't, I don't know. They just look like legs spread apart, wider. If you can, push into the outer seam of the outer edges of your feet. Take a breath in, move a breath out. In breath, out breath. The exit is an entrance. Bend the knees, hop the feet together. Good job. Roll up or come to stand, top of the mat. Vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift chest. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Breathing in, you're breathing in. Breathing out, you're breathing out. Bend your knees, and finally we come to our seat. Bend your knees, and finally we come to our seat. Yep, here we are, seated. Let's just play with a little bit of core. So go back, go back, go back, go back, and down. Interlace your hands behind your head. You'll notice I sneak my feet in. Keep the pubic bone level to the navel, meaning I could rest a hot cup of tea or chai right there. Curl your head and shoulders up and then down. Exhale up, inhale down, up and down. 3 more. Curl and down. Last 2, curl and down. Final 1, curl and down. Now let's twist to the left and come down. 5 more, okay, left and down. I'm not moving my pelvis, left and down. As you do this, how are you breathing? And what's your attitude like right now? 1 more, and then we do 6 the other way. Now I'm just focusing on my exhale when I rise, and my inhale when I come down. Now, you could be breathing differently, and that's okay. We're just here together to strengthen our ability to reset our mind, to take a wider perspective. Now, keep the hand, the right one under your head, turn the left palm toward the ceiling. This is that parentheses. You tap the left outer ankle and you come to the center, okay? Side bend and center. Tap and center, really lighting up the obliques. Last two. Final one. Good. Hand behind head, 6 to the other side. Maybe you got more or less. I'm just here with myself, breathing for these last 3, feeling for these last 2, and 1. Nice work. Now, extend your legs, roll up. I'm sliding my hands under my thighs. Lift your chest. Good job. Okay, so here you are. Inhale, lift your chest. Now, I just want you to stay right here. So Dandasana, classically, your hands are by your sides and you're super vertical in your torso and horizontal in your legs. I'd love for your arms to come forward and you to stay upright and your navel to be tethered. Okay, so stay right here, breathe, flex your feet, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more in, out, then come forward. Now you'll notice I'm not rounding my spine, so I can feel a lot in the back of my legs. If you want to round your spine, go ahead. But right now, I'm feeling like I would love to pull my flesh off my sit bones. I'm not going to because I just want the strength in the back body, in the posterior chain. So lengthen, breathe. Then if you can, a little further. So instead of taking Paschimottanasana in one fold, we're taking it in 3. And the 4th one, you can start to round. So the 4th one, whether your hands are high, medium, or low, if you want to round, you can. And this would be that moment where for me, I really want that flesh to go back. So I pull it back and then I'll lengthen and fold and breathe. Lengthen and fold and breathe. And maybe the chin comes toward the chest. Relax the shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. In and out. Lengthen. In and out. One more time. In and out. Good job. Now, slowly, you're going to take your hands behind you. 2 options here. One, the modification is to slide your heels in and tabletop. This feels really good for the front and the back body. Full Purvottanasana. Your feet are completely down. Your feet are completely down. Classically, your hands are forward. I did a little something to my wrist. I'm going to be honest about it. So I turned my hands, but my feet are where it all begins. So whatever variation you're choosing, tabletop or long classic Purvottanasana, go now. Go now, breathe, hips up, right? Whether it's the long variation or you're doing the short one, you're getting the benefit either way. Good, stay with it, one more breath, and then come down. All right, now let's slowly re-extend our legs and walk our hips forward. Remember this one? Yeah, hips forward. And then walk your hips back. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, back. 1, 2, 3. Last time, forward. 1, 2, 3. Roll down. Roll down. Roll down. Good. Lift your left leg. Fold your left thigh, your right leg, excuse me. Lift your right leg. Fold your right thigh in. Fold it in. Lengthen. First step, half happy baby on the right. So I have my left leg straight and firm, my right ankle above my right knee. Okay, first step. You can stay with this step, or you can start to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen your right leg. Lengthen. Now I still have my hand on the outer side. Remember our wide leg stretch? This ought to feel like pretty intense through the outer seam of the right leg. Good job. Now bend the right knee, and then release the right leg. Windshield wipe your thighs. Now I do mean fold your left thigh in. Sorry for that confusion on the other side. Pull the thigh in. Anchor the right leg and stack the left ankle above the right knee to the best of your ability. If grabbing your foot is too much and you don't have a towel or a strap, you can take the left hand behind the left thigh and you'll know I'm grabbing, my right hand is grabbing my left ankle to support that opening, okay? If you can hold on to the left outer edge of the foot, you do, and then you just guide the leg towards straight, towards straight, towards straight. Now, if you're a knee locker, like I tend to be, I have to have a little bend, and that's when my leg starts to straighten. So I follow that, you follow that, we're together in it. And then just when it starts to get pretty awake there, you fold. Good, you fold, and then you release, and now you windshield wipe. Now slide both heels in. We're not gonna happy baby yet, but it is gonna happen. Right now, we're gonna do a therapeutic half bridge. So puff your chest, roll your shoulder blades in, and then press into your heels, rise your hips up, 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 ground down through your feet. Rise your hips up, up, up. And then slowly come down. Option to do one more, or I'm going right into happy baby, okay? If you wanted pigeon, now would be your moment. This was about the inseam of the leg. So you can grab for happy baby. You could do another half or full bridge, or you're in some kind of variation of pigeon. So if you're in happy baby, okay, if you're in happy baby, this is not the end. This is another shape. We grab the outer ankles, and guess where we go? Mostly straight, mostly straight. Now I have a wall here, so I can't really open my right leg. Now I'm pushing my right outer heel into the wall, okay? Like you did with the leg straight pull. Now see if you can pull your sit bones or allow your sit bones to lengthen toward the floor. Okay. If you're with me and not on your own journey, if you're on your own journey in pigeon, take 2 more breaths. If you're with me from happy baby to the wide leg V, bring your legs together and then take your hands behind your thigh, rock up and back, up. Maybe you get all the way up, maybe you don't. I'm gonna do 2 more, back and up. I'm getting a nice massage in my low back, in my mid back, in my upper back. It feels good. And then hold in Navasana. Hold in Navasana. Good job. Hold in Navasana. And then slowly, gently land your feet. Hug your knees in and just twist to the left. Coming into this twist, if you'd rather be on your back in your twist, go ahead. Nice little rinse here. I like this version or variation because I'm squeezing my legs through the midline and I'm really just rotating my trunk. Good, and then come through the center and switch sides. That right hand is behind you and you're twisting. Beautiful. Come through the center. Round your back if you're doing this. If you're in pigeon, I hope you're going to the other side. Arch your back. And then let's just do one Badakanasana. Little surprise there for you. You can scoot your hips forward or back. If you want to do Tarasana and you want more space, it's like a baseball diamond with your feet together, your knees first and third, pubic bone and heels home in second, and then you just fold. That's what I'm doing, but you could do Badakanasana. Sit up, push your thighs together. One more, roll back. If you wanted something else, go there now. Otherwise, full permission to just let everything be. Let everything be. So what must you do for everything to be? Exactly as it is. Let it all go. Let yourself arrive here. Let yourself breathe. And sometimes it's very sweet in this moment to scan your body, see if there's any tension, and then relax. Soften your eyes, your jaw, your tongue. Breathe in a way that returns you into this body, this home, this vessel. So the wonderful aspect of the stillness, the breath, and making a home of your body, of yourself in your body, is remembering there is always the invitation to begin again. So I invite you to stay as long as you like in the reclined shape. If you're ready to move and awaken, if you're ready to breathe a new breath, a refreshing new gaze, start to move and wiggle. If you need more time in the rest, to rest. And then very slowly and very mindfully, you come up to seated. If you're not coming up to seated, you're 100% in that shape. If you're up to seated, join your hands in Anjali Mudra. Seal this practice with a gratefulness of thank you, mind, body, breath. Thank you for showing up for you. It's a great blessing. Namaste.